Sunday Morning Matters on KC24, your local election headquarters.
Priority number one for the president's West Coast swing: talk with farmers, find new solutions to end the water wars, and to reassure he's got their vote. And that's where we begin with our panel this week. Time to take roll call. KC24 political analyst Jim Veros is here. The CEO of the Fresno County Farm Bureau, Ryan Jacobson, and one of the board of directors for the California High-Speed Rail Authority, Henry Perea. Well, Ryan, you know I'm coming straight to you for this one as we're talking ag here. From the tariffs and proposing to cut farm programs, the subsidies that he put in that budget proposal, and the president's visit to talk to farmers, is it more political or is this more about trying to solve the water wars here?
I mean, obviously this administration has been very forefront on trying to solve these water issues in California. I mean, water is the lifeblood of this region. The administration obviously has, we look at locally here, Devin Nunes and Kevin McCarthy, they have the ear of the president. That's a big issue for them, trying to solve these water issues. And so there's no mistake that the administration's waging into this because of those two. Now,
we are, just for full disclosure, we're told that he's going to sign a bill concerning water. Have you heard anything about it? You're not in the loop.
I'm not in the loop exactly what it is. I'm hoping, though, I will tell you what I'm hoping it is, that it's kind of the final step of these biological opinions. Obviously, the biological opinions, we saw the release of the drafts here, and we've been making the comments, but that's huge for this valley. Absolutely monumental if that's the step we're going towards.
Henry, I'll come to you. You've been in the political arena many years. I'm not dating you or anything, but still, what do you think this is about, a political stance here and to rally California, obviously a state that is Democratic?
Well, it's a combination of everything. But I think the bottom line for the Central Valley is when you consider Fresno County being the #1 ag industry in the area, I mean, water is very important and vital to us. So anything that any administration does to improve the water conditions for our farmers and our broader communities, we're going to support.
Jim, this is his first visit to the area, and I use Bakersfield as our area.
Sure.
As president, I mean, do you think his administration's making sure he's still got that secure vote with farmers?
Secure vote with farmers, and don't forget, we're in an election year right now. So obviously he's running for office, and so is everybody else in Congress that's running for re-election. And there's a lot of money to be picked up in the ag industry. So I'm sure this is more than just signing a bill. This is also securing the bag for Kevin McCarthy, Devin Nunes, and maybe a couple other folks from the Valley that are running for re-election.
All right, I want to move on to something. It's really a new effort to bring back a measure to tax for parks and public safety. We all remember Measure P. But this week, City Councilman Gary Bredefeld says he has a better idea. Let's take a listen of that.
This is America. It's just about coming up with good ideas and thinking outside the box. You don't always have to come and try to raid taxpayers' pockets.
And so standing alone there, Fresno City Council member Gary Bredefeld proposing a tax-free solution to build new parks in Fresno. He says the city should take over the Fresno Metropolitan Flood Control District and create parks at all ponding basins. So that's more than, 150 basins, 23 of them already have parks. Former City Council member Henry Perea, is this feasible? Does it make sense?
Well, like you said earlier, I've been around for a while, and when Gary and I served together on the City Council in the late 90s, early 2000s, this very issue came up at the same time, too. And, there's so many issues around it. One is, eminent domain on the FID or any water district would be political suicide, I think, for anybody. It'd be very difficult, very costly to do, and probably not being a good neighbor. But beyond that, when you look at their mission is to recharge water basins, and to deal with floods and floodwater during times of rain. So when we would deal with them, they would say, yes, we will work with you on some strategic parks or ponds where we can turn into parks. But remember, we're here to deal with water. And when you sometimes compact your basins too much, then you prevent the water from going down and achieving one of its missions. So, they worked with us, but they remembered or reminded us that their core mission was something else, not parks.
And Ryan, more water for you. I'll say this, that extra tax plan that's being redrafted by the Measure P team, they wanted to have something on public safety and parks back into it. Bredefeld says public safety and infrastructure is what should be the priority. But are you listening to this and saying, could it work?
It could work. I mean, so I wear another hat here. I'm actually president of the board for the Fresno Irrigation District, which works very, conjunctively with the cities of Clovis and Fresno. And for us, I mean, as Henry said, this is not a one-size-fits-all approach. These basins, in many cases, have a very strategic purpose of those capturing those flows during the wintertime, and during the summertime we're utilizing to recharge our groundwater, which is very critically important. So I think in some cases it does work, as we see how many basins, there's several of them that already have been converted to these types of uses, but there's also ponding basins as a part of that. But again, you got to get more into the specifics there and see where it works, and a lot of places it's not going to.
All right, and Jim, we've also heard the mayoral candidates, specifically Andrew Jans and Jerry Dyer, say, hey, we're kind of kicking around something that is a measure where Parks and Public Safety add a tax there, but again, they need, what, 2/3 majority of the vote. It didn't pass last time just on Measure P. Are voters rethinking this, you think?
I think it really depends on how is it going to be reworked. What was the issues that didn't get that 2/3? Obviously, they're going to have to go back because it is an increased tax. They're going to need the 2/3 vote from the general public. So what are they going to be doing? I'm hearing that they're going to be reducing the length of the program from 30 years to 20 years, maybe a couple other things, and they're trying to see how much other support from organizations and elected officials that at one time were against it that may be for it because the length of the program isn't as long.
Henry, what's more important, infrastructure or getting new parks?
Well, all of the above, because I mean, when you're a city, everything works together, and I don't think you could have one without the other. But when you look at this whole potential tax issue, I mean, just look at it as a consumer at a family home. When you're making choices of how you're going to spend your family paychecks every month, you make choices, and some members of the family may like them, others may not. In this case, I think they've made it even more complex in that now you're talking about parks, police, fire, public works, and divvying up that pie. So I think as a consumer, what I want to see is, you tell me police, fire, public works, and parks, what am I going to buy for the money that you're asking me to give? And they haven't answered that question yet. So I think if they can't answer that question in a definitive way, the tax measure loses.
And I also think you have to take a look at is not just acquiring the property, if it's FID's property or if it's Measure P or whatever it is when you acquire it, it's one thing, but the long-term cost, you know this being a supervisor and a councilman beforehand, how much does it cost to take care of that property?
Yeah, and that's the thing, maintenance funds. I mean, obviously something with the Fresno County Farm Bureau, you're dealing with every little thing, speaking of maintenance.
Oh, without a doubt. And that's part of what got us on this conversation is we can't maintain what we currently have. And so I'm as big of a proponent as anybody, like, hey, let's first fix what we have in this community. We do have some crown jewels that haven't been taken care of very well. So let's figure out how we're going to do that.
Okay, a lot more to come in round number 2. Great start, guys. Coming up, the Trump administration waging war against California for being a sanctuary state. The inspiration for it, Rocky Jones, who was killed in Tulare by an undocumented immigrant. Jody Jones joins me exclusively in studio on how he plans to help the Attorney General, William Barr, take the fight to Governor Newsom.